My guy with the bow tie, back with another battle rap recap. This one here is brought to you by Ibattle, Ibattle TV, Titan 8, Homeschool versus Red Flag. Let's get into it. Homeschool versus Red Flag. Now, let me just start by saying this. I've seen Homeschool battle Ace, and A Ward. Pretty good. Very smart kid. Comes from Ibattle League. Over there, their bars are a lot more intricate than the stuff you're going to get on the URL or RBE or We Go Hard. One of those. These are some really smart kids over there. Like, they're low key. This is like the battle rap for nerds kind of sort of thing. And I love it. I love it. I love this league. I love what Lex is doing with it. I love everything he's done for it. Is salute. I've never seen Red Flag before. I've never seen him battle, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, the first round, I'm just like, oh damn, I gotta sit here. I started watching this. I gotta sit here for 25 minutes and really do this right now. But overall, this was a really good battle overall. But check it. Let's get into it. So, Homeschool starts off, and again, they're just very smart. It's not really a lot of bars really going on in that first round. The first round is really like them filling each other out. Now, I didn't really get a lot of bars from either one of them because I'm not going to be sitting here writing bars down or anything, but it's kind of just the ones that stood out to me in a sense from that round. And it wasn't really because of the reaction or anything like that. It was literally like, these are kind of the only bars that really did anything that whole first round, honestly. Homeschool, mesothelioma, they brought in a lawyer because home material was killing people. And he was like, I'm as best as it gets. I'm as best as it gets. Like, I feel like that back to back, that was one of his room rockers in that first round. But, kind of, sort of, he's so much, like, he talks to you. And he talks to you like, he looks like the dude who played, what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg in the Facebook movie. He looks like him. He did the Magician movie. He did that, 60 Minutes or Less, or 30 Minutes or Less, something like that, that pizza delivery movie. He looks like that guy. And he kind of talks like him too. Like, they just have that, like, the way that they talk are kind of like a very, he just kind of really talks to you in a sense. And then Red Flag came out. Again, there was really nothing for me here. I see red pen all over homework. That's his best bar of the first round, low key. It wasn't at all, was not impressed. I gave the first round to Homeschool just because I felt, again, he wasn't really landing any bars. He was just talking to him, and he was talking to him way more. Like, he was clowning him. But I don't know, like, first round, I gave it to Homeschool. Clear first round. Then you get into the second round. Like I said, I'm just gonna say that I think every time I recap an battle, is very smart people, very, very, very smart people. The bars sometimes can literally just whoop. If you don't listen, like, really, like, you miss a lot of stuff. You miss a lot. But I was listening. I was there. Second round, Homeschool. He has some, he has what is it? You had signs of dope in you, bet that's over. But you had signs of dope in you, but that's all over, like Coca-Cola. That was all right. What he does is he he's able to structure his whole bar. Like literally, again, like I said, he's kind of talking to you. So everything makes sense. Everything that he says across the board, it all makes sense. And he goes, it's like he literally is reading and writing his bars. Like that's kind of what he sounds like. That was one of his only real big ones from that second round as well. Again, I was looking for that one. Like he's throwing it. I wouldn't even like checks. It's not even a full jab extension. Like just like a check, 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 check. Like he's just throwing them at you, and a lot of it, bing, 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 bing. Like just like is not. It's not a lot of strong material. I'll say that it's not a lot of strong material, but he's you could tell he's still got a lot to grow. He's still got a lot to learn. He's starting. This kid might be a genius because a lot of the stuff he was saying, like it was good stuff. It just wasn't hitting the room. Like it's not just me. Literally, the whole room was just like listening to everything that was being said, and then you had like one or two bars that kind of just like, it just wasn't it. Red Flag came out this second round absolutely swinging. He opened it up. You look like an American Idol contestant. Like he came out swinging. I don't know. Maybe he just felt how flat the room kind of was after the first round and how flat it still was after Homeschool's second. And he was just like, nah, I got to turn it up. He turned up. He turned up this second round. Randy Jackson, get it? It's a no from me, dog. That was, I mean, hey, like, again, that was but it shook the room. Like, it just made, it happened enough. Like, it was just one of those, like, it worked. It worked. Now, throughout Red Flag's second round, it like the middle of his rounds, like the way he structured the center of his second round piece, a lot of gun bars, a lot of, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've seen, like I said, I've seen Homeschool battle before, and I'm sure he has as well. I'm sure Red Flag done studied some tape. I'm sure he's seen him battle a multitude of times. Now, you should know that he's not that kind of rapper. He's not that kind of rapper. And this is Ibattle League. Again, no offense, but they have a wizard over there. Wasn't it? Shout out Black Mage. Shout out to Black Mage. I've seen a couple of your battles. They have a wizard over there. These are the, they make, literally, they make video game references and stuff. Like they do Fortnite bars and stuff. Like I don't, sometimes I don't understand that because I don't know anything about that. But that's what they do over there. So for you to come through and you like trying to gun bar this dude, and it's like, bro, like, this is battle rap now. That believability. It's like you take those gun bars and you go and you spit that on the stage versus Show Off on RBE. You go do that on that crowd. Bro, Big K will laugh you out the building. You feel me? Be careful with the things that you're writing, but be careful with how you're putting your bars together because you don't want to make, and this is, again, no offense to Ibattle, you don't want to make that league your ceiling. That's your home league, yes, but you still want to grow and you want to go on to do other things. Look, Homeschool out here battling Ace Amin. Like, who would have ever thought that would have happened? That's, Lou Castro coming around and, like, giving Knox his shot and all. Like, you want to be able to battle people like, and I don't know, man. Be careful with those bars. Be careful with those bars. That's all I'm going to say. And then, boom, Homeschool. This is a prime example of, like, he kind of more just talks rather than he like hits bars. Somewhere in his second round, he was also there talking about, you made it cool. You made guns and drugs cool. And he's like, like, how did you do that? And blah, blah, blah. And he gave a whole breakdown of the, URL's top drug dealers or, like drug talkers and all this other stuff. It's like, just be, like, be careful. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. But he had came back. He was, after all of his gun bars, his basically like his whole mid-second round, basically to kind of cap off his round, or this was kind of somewhere still towards the middle, but he was like, run up in your home school, pop the teacher. Ain't that something you used to? That was fire. What the fuck is that? That was fire. That was fire. There must be some work going on the side of the house. I don't know what's going on. Either way, that's how he kind of sort of capped off that second round. Dope second round from both. Red Flag really just stepped it up, and he really showed like, yo, I'm not playing. He really fought back in that second round. I got a tie 1-1 going into the third. And honestly, you get to the third round. I don't know what happened to Homeschool. I don't know what happened to him. Um, honestly, like his best part of his round was the beginning. Well, yeah, he kind of sort of came in a couple bars. It was just like, all right. And what is that? Cinnamon? He did something, and it was just like, bro, that was boom, 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 boom. That was bad. Um, but then he came up. He even had a red flag like shaking up there. It was like, I'm zipping him up in the back of the bag. Like, he was like, what? He was like, I'm zipping him up in the bag and I'm taking him to the Great Lakes. Everyone was like, yo, just because he like switched up his flow, did absolutely nothing with that scheme. He just kind of switched up his flow a little bit right there to set off the bars. And yeah, the crowd kind of went crazy. So boom, I'll give him a little point for that. About to teach him a lesson. Another identity for this mark, like witness protection. Just that's light jab. This is literally like Tay Rock, light bars, light bars. He was talking about Red Flag not being able to keep the people's attention while literally spitting the lightest bars. No enthusiasm, no, like it was the crowd wasn't reacting, and you could just tell like he felt he was just losing them, and he really needs to work on his delivery. His enthusiasm. He needs to work on a couple of things. He needs to keep his energy consistent. The same energy level you had versus Amin versus A Ward. That was a great battle. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened to him in this third round. He looked exhausted. Literally, he looked like Mark Zuckerberg in that movie, in the Facebook movie. Like, he really looked like the actor in that. Like, hey, I don't know what happened to him that third round. Red Flag comes out straight up. Defibrillator. You really in for the shock of your life. Clear. Had everybody going crazy. Everybody going crazy right there. What is it? Just tell him you lost, home. Pretend you're a landlord. You a victim. Yo, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Yo, Red Flag. He literally was like, nah, fuck. Like, this dude ain't beating me. I don't know what it was. Second and third, Red Flag came out and literally barred him to death. Now the beginning of Red Flag's third was a little like, I ain't gonna lie, it was a little. But hey, he stepped it up. I don't know what happened exactly, but second and third, I got clear to Red Flag. Clear. Battle was great from both parties. Homeschool, I would say you really just got to work on your delivery a little bit. And you have to work on a little bit like throwing. Hey, your bars are great. You set your bars up very nicely. You just got to learn how to land them. I just don't feel like you have that landing down pat. Red Flag, I feel you need to consistently all 3 rounds keep the same energy you had and the same bar streak you had in that third. That third was, you literally were barring this dude to death. That was, I didn't even know you could reach that level off of what you gave me in that first round. I wasn't expecting that. And I saw you heating up in the second, and I'm like, all right, cool. Third round, you just went crazy. You should open up. Maybe give yourself that challenge. Open up with your third, and then just try and match every other round going forward while you're writing. I don't know, man, but absolutely amazing battle. We'll watch both of these guys again. Red flag. Salute to you for getting this. I would definitely watch way more of your battles. I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna look them up. I got you, man. This is my guy with the bow tie with a whole nother recap.